Hit the like button coming in the building.
So we have an update now about that deadly shooting that we first told you about yesterday morning. We've learned the victim is the manager and aunt of nationally known Detroit rapper T. Grizzley. And now police are trying to figure out if he was the intended target. Detroit police responded to the area of 3 Mile Drive just off Mac Tuesday night on the east side. They were out to collect evidence of the multiple bullet casings regarding a deadly shooting there. It turns out someone opened fire onto a black Chrysler with 3 people inside. Among those in the vehicle, Detroit rapper T. Grizzley.
We made it out of Lansing after all that happened. After Michigan State, after Hubbard, when our man's told.
T. Grizzley rose to fame in 2018 when he released his single First Day Out. He was nominated for MTV and BET Awards for the single.
The bands they took from us, Joy Road.
Police don't know if the rapper was the intended target or not, but what's clear, his aunt, who worked as his manager, along with another young man, were all in that car Tuesday night, and that's when someone intentionally shot the vehicle, killing the 41-year-old manager. We don't know if anything was stolen or if this was an attempted robbery, but police say the rapper and friends were in the area to visit someone. The investigation shows when a man stepped out of their car, the first of several shots filled the air. We don't know if the rapper was still inside the car when those shots rang out or not. Just a very senseless tragedy. We do know that T. Grizzley was not hurt. Police, however, have not released any additional information about the man who was with him.
It's your boy Midway J, the biggest OG. Man, T. Grizzley, you got a lot of questions to answer, bro. You got a lot of serious allegations and a lot of dirt bored up with your name involved up in it right now. We got to get back to the situation that happened in 2019 with your aunt, with your slash manager.
Meanwhile, those who knew Brown say she was kind-hearted and a hard worker.
She was a sweetheart. She was a good person. She was the type of person that would look out for you, do whatever, she could to help you.
Bushman, host of the Bushman Show on 97.9 WJLB, first got to know Jabina Brown 3 years ago. He called her JB. She was the manager and aunt of Detroit rapper T. Grizzley. She also managed Detroit rapper Sada Baby. Sources say on Tuesday night around 9:30, the 41-year-old was sitting in a Chrysler 300 with 2 other men here on 3 Mile just off of Mac. Police say as one of the men got out of the car, she was shot and killed.
JB, I love you. I miss you, but I will never forget about you. You were a queen and you were awesome.
Bushman says he's been getting calls and comments on social media from people across the country, those who've gotten to know Brown and some who are fans of T. Grizzley. Bushman says Brown was a young woman who was committed and kind.
It was like her first time managing, but she grasped the knowledge of how to manage an artist and was running with it, and he's been very successful.
After hearing about her death, he shared this video of Brown in the studio with T. Grizzley in May of 2018. She was fixing his hair, taking care of him like Bushman says she always would.
I wanted to share something for people to remember her by. When you're behind the scenes, you don't always get the credit for the things that you do, and I want people to understand who she was and what she meant to T. Grizzley, Sada.
And as he continues to pay tribute to her, he just hopes the questions surrounding who took her life won't remain unanswered much longer.
Just want to know why. What made you do that? What caused you? What was going on in your mind and in your life that you felt like you had to pull a gun out and pop?
Now, I did reach out to T. Grizzley's management company, but haven't heard back yet. Meanwhile, if you have any information that can help police solve this case, please call Detroit Police Homicide.
And up into this situation, for real, T. Grizzley, everybody thought of you of a likable guy. Despite all the beef and stuff Detroit got going on, your name kind of stayed off the radar. But the streets is saying, Detroit is saying, the internet is saying, allegedly they saying that you had put the hit on your auntie because y'all was doing the wild thing, bro.
I say this, that rumor that's floating around that T. Grizzley got his alleged aunt pregnant, the state believes that. Not the family TV, not Reddit, the state. And there was one damaging answer from the aunt on the stand.
Cool. Allegedly they say you put the hit on your aunt because she was pregnant and you was getting married. And that could have ruined your marriage and your family ties and the relationship with your fiance, now wife, at the time.
Grizzley is really close friends with Buka 600. Buka 600 is a Chicago drill rapper. They're so close that Buka was a groomsman in T. Grizzley's wedding. And the wedding took place last year. The aunt's murder took place 5 years ago.
The crazy fact that you got ties with OTF members, and OTF members has been all plastered in a bad light due to the RICO fact and the RICO case that's going on with Little Dirt. It's coming out the light that the homie of yours got locked up, 600 Woo, you know what I'm saying, for the body of your aunt.
October 19, 2019, just 2 months after JB lost her life, Wu-Tang was arrested in Chicago, Illinois. It was around 2:06 p.m. when officers from Chicago Police Department were on a routine patrol when they responded to another officer report of a male and one female sitting inside of a stolen vehicle parked in the alley behind 5920 South Calumet Avenue in Chicago, Illinois. The reporting officer had confirmed that the vehicle was stolen by checking the vehicle license plate in the law enforcement computer database. When responding to CPD, officers pulled into the alley. They observed the male subsequently identified as Wu-Tang, aka Jermaine Whedon, and a female standing near the stolen vehicle, a blue Nissan Versa with New York license plate. Now keep that vehicle in mind. As the responding officers exited the patrol car and approached Wu-Tang, he fled from officers on foot. After a brief foot chase, the officers apprehended Wu-Tang and placed him in handcuffs. As Wu-Tang physically resisted the officers when placed against the police car, a Glock 23 40 cal semi-automatic handgun bearing serial number PAZ-363 fell out of Wu-Tang's left pants leg. The handgun was loaded with 12 rounds of ammunition with the head stamp marking SIG 40 S&W. During the subsequent search of the stolen blue Nissan, CPD officers recovered an extended magazine from the passenger side door. Now fam, would you believe this man had the same firearm and same stolen vehicle during the night that JB lost her life? Well, it's true. When it came to the rental, the car was a Hertz rental car that had been set to be returned to Hertz on August 24, 2019. Hertz filed a stolen police report in September of 2019. The following year, February of 2020, DPD received notification from the MSP lab where they test the firearms, the ballistics. They confirmed that that firearm that Wu-Tang was caught with in Chicago was the same firearm used to take the life of JB. May she rest in peace.
Now, you go back to the interviews with you, T. Grizzly, and that's why I say you got a lot of answers to answer. You got a lot of questions to answers, because if we go back to your interviews, you said you could tell that when the shooters was running down on the car, that they opened the door and they aimed for right where you was at, so you could tell that the hit was for you.
Listen, he was real close with my pops, just like my pops' brother. And I always try to, you know what I'm saying, show him some love, because that's another wound we really ain't healed from.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I went over there, and I was telling her, like, come in the house. And she like, no, I don't want to go in. I'm begging her to come in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain areas, you just can't, you just got to move right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't about where you at. I could go anywhere I want to.
Right.
But I got to move right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm moving right, can't nothing happen to me. So I'm telling her to come in the house. She like, no.
Hard break detected.
Kind of like funny acting about dirty houses.
Okay.
And stuff like that. The house wasn't even dirty, but to her, she just a clean, real clean person.
Okay.
It's like, no, I don't want to go in them people's house. I don't want to sit on their furniture and all that stuff in there. So I'm like, all right, I'll be right back. So I'm knocking on the door. My people's taking so long to come to the door. You know what I'm saying? And they finally come to the door. As soon as I see her, as soon as I see my auntie, she about to open the door. I just hear a whole bunch of shots going off. You know what I'm saying?
Behind you.
Behind me, I hear a whole bunch of shots going off. So I get down because I'm thinking they about to come to the side and start, you know what I'm saying, shooting at me, and I ain't got nothing on me at the time. My cousin ran out with a gun. I'm like, perfect. So we ran out on the street. When we ran out, my driver was gone with no cars out there. I'm like,
She was in the. So what was the vehicle? She was in the car, like
yeah, she was in the
driveway
car.
or the street.
She was in the car.
Okay.
She was in the car on the street. So my cousin ran out with the gun or whatever, and we ran out in the front to see what's going on, and to, if somebody up on us, we gonna get them off us. So once we got outside, once we got in the front where they was at, my driver gone. There's no cars out here.
Okay, wait. Let me ask you this. So, was you had to enter to the back door or something?
Yeah, I went
okay. Side door. Okay, I get you. Okay.
But basically, I don't even know what's going on at this point.
Okay.
So we in the front, I look in the street. I don't see no glass in the street, so I'm like, oh, they straight. You know what I'm saying? That's probably some. I didn't even think this had nothing to do with us.
Okay.
You feel me?
Right.
But my cousin still came out there with the gun though. So I was cool with going out there. I'm like, I ain't see no glass in the street. I'm thinking they heard some shots and pulled off.
Okay.
So now I'm mad now. Like, y'all heard them shots, why would y'all leave me over here?
Right.
You feel me? You could at least call me and told me, like, it's too much going on over here. Come on, we gone. You know what I'm saying? That my driver ended up calling me, like, and told me what happened. So basically what happened, they walked up to my door and opened my door. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas opened my door trying to get at me. Ended up hitting her up.
Where they hit her on the body?
They hit her on her side and in her arm. She didn't get hit in her head or her face, and just all on her side. You feel me?
How many times?
On the side where her heart at.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, on the side where her heart at too. So that shit was fucked up. She got shot like that before a long time ago with my uncle.
Okay.
His car got shot up, and she got hit in the exact same place, but she lived. You know what I'm saying? Because she went straight to the hospital.
Okay.
My uncle drove straight to the hospital as soon as it happened. But
was she alive when did she die on the scene or the hospital?
I don't even. I think that no. She died at the hospital. She was still alive. She was still breathing and everything. She called me.
She called you
while she was shot. She called me.
What'd she say?
I was trying to talk to her. I didn't hear what she was saying.
Oh.
She couldn't really form no words. You know what I'm saying? But like niggas was coming for me because they opened my door.
Okay.
And was shooting in the car. They hit her 8 times though.
And you have no idea where this came from?
No, I ain't got no idea where it came from. But it ain't even matter where it came from. Who I felt like everybody was a suspect. I felt like everybody was a suspect. So even if a person wasn't a suspect, if I didn't like that person, it was escalated. My dislike for them was escalated times 10.
Now let's just give a take and say at that time you wasn't sure or you wasn't aware of who the person that it could have been that was the shooter or the murderer at that time. But now that you finding out, because it was your words, not ours, that the shooter was coming for you. So now that you know that the shooter is now been arrested, now is being accused for that murder in the 600 Woo, which is one of the your best friend homie, which got ties to you. 600 Woo is from Chicago. Your aunt was bodied in Detroit. The feds, the detectives, the local police, they're gonna want answers. They're gonna put all this together because now at this given point, they're looking for motive. Well, they also brought up in court that you had your manager, your auntie pregnant. Not my words, not the street. The streets are saying it too, but in the court, the prosecutor brought up the 600 Woo that it was alleged that you had your auntie pregnant. Now, this all stuff look crazy, bro, on top of the fact that they saying you was trying to get out of your rap contract with her because you was trying to do bigger things, and she would not let you out that contract. Things look crazy, T Grizzly, because honestly, since your auntie died, your alleged baby mother passed, got killed, your career took off. You've been at the height of your career since you came out. Shit with Mariah Sanchez, shit with Chris Brown. You done crossed over almost pop. But I'm gonna tell you this though. If these things come out to be true, bro, I don't got no jewelry, no internet, nobody feeling sympathy for a man that killed a pregnant woman, T Grizzly. So we hoping that these allegations on you is false, bro, because if it come back that is true, man, you are done. You are cooked. Your no career, forget a career, bro. You better hope dudes in prison have mercy for you if these allegations are true, because I don't think nobody's gonna feel sorry for a man that killed an innocent woman. They're not gonna, an innocent pregnant woman, for one, she might have been pregnant, for two, to save his relationship or his marriage with his fiance, bro. You got some serious allegations that you got ahead of you. You got some serious questions that you're going to have to answer. And it ain't got to be to me. And it ain't got to be on the streets, to the streets. It ain't got to be to people in Detroit. But them police and them detectives and them prosecutors is going to want them answers. You already got the prosecutor bringing your name up in court. And you know how that go. Once them prosecutors, state's attorneys, and all that start bringing your name up, investigations get triggered. You better hope 600 Wu can hold his water, bro. Because if not, this is going to kill your career, your freedom, your life, everything. And it's not looking good. And when stuff like this happen with women and children involved, karma is not far from it, bro. And now that you know that the person that was going to kill you supposedly was 600 Wu, how you feel about that? There you go. You said the hit was for me. Make this make sense. Why would Wu want to kill you? Why would he want to kill your aunt? Or is this just a mistaken identity? Or is all the allegations out on you true? Man, get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about it. It's your boy Midway J, the biggest amount.